3 is a recent version. SAP has done a fabulous job in terms of upgrading their data transfer process than the prior versions. So that's what we predominantly want to offer as a business warehousing. Now, rapid marts are more, it's a premium add-on product coming as part of Bobj. And then what we try to use it for is more for data quality, and then to come up with a quick landscape wherein we can check all the data issues. But it comes with an additional licensing fee and is considered as a premium product. Now, our point of view is SAP, which has about SAP BW, which has about 9,500 production systems around the globe. Now, that is the tool for the reporting and analytics. And rapid marts, we want to use it more from an early development, very less amount of work, just to check how the data is and to get a good feel of what sort of data that we are handling. But when we are looking at it from a long-term perspective, we're not really for it. Now that brings us to the next topic of, business intelligence accelerator, the new plug-and-play device really. It's a real new appliance which is used to boost the performance of the reporting layer. Now, it's a tool primarily based on blade servers, and then it has its own hardware component and software component separately, and we have special vendors providing us the hardware components. It has a cost on hardware as well as software, and then where it actually is placed is in areas wherein the system database is actually being accessed by the reports very, very frequently. Now what we try to do there is, we try to take an image of that entire database image and then put it onto our BIA so that those images available in the accelerator can be quickly referenced for analytical purposes. Now wherever it is cost effective and then the end user experience is severely affected, I think it will be ideal for us to position there, and it also gives us a performance of close to 100 times.
Exactly. I think this is SAP's one way of improvising the end user experience from a reporting standpoint. Having all of their data sets available and aggregated at that lower level, it kind of helps them to run their reports faster and then be able to carry out their activities at a much faster rate in a reduced amount of period.
Absolutely. When it goes to any sort of support, the first primary question that we need to answer is to, where is the performance?
Yeah.
So from that particular perspective, in order to give a solution for that alone, SAP's product of accelerator is just phenomenal. And where this particularly becomes more effective is places of year-end closing and all that, wherein faster performance is the need of the hour. Moving forward, let's just go forward there to ETL. Now SAP, as I had already previously said, there are two sets of data, SAP data and non-SAP data. When it comes to the data within the SAP world, SAP Extractor is the best. Because not just it provides delta capabilities, it also comes up with an entire enriched business process backing. Now, for a non-SAP perspective, data services is being positioned. Data services is a merger of data integration, which is a more of an ETL tool, and a data quality tool, which is meant for cleansing. Now, it's already a part of SAP's suite of tools. Now, the other features of postal code service verification and duplication removal are standard services which comes as part of data services. Now, where it adds more value is the fact that, we will be able to trigger certain loads within the BW framework from data services. Now, there, I think there is a lot of value addition there, because we tend to be using different third-party softwares to actually remotely trigger process change within BW for a long time. Now, just for the viewers' information, Informatica and Accenture, two equally competing ETL tools, their OEM relationship is just coming to an end very soon. So I really look forward to SAP's data services and the standard extractor dominating the ETL in the near future. So the message is very simple. If it is SAP data, we want to use the standard extractors. If it is a non-SAP, we want to use the data services. Now, this also brings into the picture another very important and interesting ETL tool. Now, this is called as the Business Objects Data Federator. Now, this provides us the ability to combine data which is not physically linked with each other. Now, we have two different data sets and data sources wherein one is not physically linked with the other, but there is a requirement for us to actually take a look at them in a more combined fashion. In that case, we want to position our data federator as a tool. Now, there are certain restrictions in terms of data federator usage in terms of support packages, wherein it wants the BW to be in a particular version of 7.0 with an SP release 3. But the most important thing is federator does not store data. It just provides you a combined view. Now, that's a very, very special tool. Now, our point of view is wherever views are required, we definitely want to use, but we also need to be aware of the people who actually do the configuration. Largely because it's when it comes to integrating with SAP BW, a lot of advanced configuration needs to be done in Business Objects console directly, and then a lot of mapping, data mapping has to be done in order to perform significantly. So,
Data Federator, is that an online tool? I mean, do I see a real-time data that is available at any point in time within BI?
Well, real-time, it depends on how you define real-time, really. Real-time in the sense, if the data is already available within the data warehouse, that will be available for our data federator to project. If you're mentioning real-time to actually fetch the data directly from where it is created, so it really depends whether it is integrated with the federator or not. Now, moving forward, let's get into the exploration area. Now, we have only one tool, and that's a fabulous tool, I should say, SAP Business Objects Explorer, or it is also called as Polestar. Now, what Polestar or Business Object Explorer gives you is an ability to explore data on any source, be it from an Excel, from an Excel till BW. You can explore on data and multiple third-party vendors, including SAP BW. Now, what it does is it clearly distinguishes between the end-user experience and the configuring experience, wherein the configurator needs to know what sort of a data model is actually being used, whereas the end user has to have absolutely no idea. Not even a formal training is quite required for him to use the tool. Apart from that, the tool also provides you certain intuitive features with advanced graphics and analysis, possibilities of just searching certain parameters just by using it like a Google search of some sort. Now, what this does is, this particular tool is widely used by the top management, and it is completely driven by SAP. And our point of view is, wherever exploring the data in a very simple way, in a non-analytical way, not decision-making way, this is an excellent tool to use to gather information quickly.
Prasad, I think we have an active group out there that are already sending us questions. Since we are already talking about data model here, there is a question from Kavita. Can you broadly explain what is modeling?
Okay. Modeling is of different types. Let me just quickly, briefly browse through it. Whatever it is, whenever you need to handle data, whether you want to put it into a database or you want to extract out of it, you need to have some sort of a methodology in which you actually do it. For instance, there are certain systems wherein they are used to generate data, like your SAP ECC, wherein the ultimate aim is to capture the sales order or purchase order, wherein you need to capture data and just store it into the database. So those databases are relational database models, wherein we use primary keys, foreign keys, and we come out with that landscape completely. Now, BW modeling is slightly different, wherein you're not bothered about putting data into the database. You should be able to quickly retrieve it. Retrieval is a key. So we try and use another methodology known as star schema concept. We use that particular methodology, and then we remodel the existing RDBMS tables to suit readability faster, and that's the primary difference in the modeling, and all these companies which say that they are a data warehousing company use star schema in one form or the other to model their data. We'll continue?
Yep, sure. Thank you.
All right. Now that takes us to the formatted reporting area. I think Crystal Reports, a lot of us would have probably heard about Crystal Reports long time ago. Pixel level formatting, highly accurate reports, usually meant for top level management. Not much of action oriented report really. It's more static and more formal in nature. A premium product which was primarily acquired by Business Object in itself, finally came into SAP through Business Object acquisition, is destined to replace the Report Designer as a tool. That brings us to the Report Designer knowledge, wherein Report Designer is a part of the standard lean formatted reporting option provided to end users by SAP as part of BW. Although they say that they will continue support till 2016, there is very minimal enhancement happening since they have already seen the future in the Crystal Reports. We also would like to recommend Crystal Reports as a primary option for formatted reporting going forward. Now that takes us to the next interesting topic, a more primary topic of analytic reporting. Analytic reporting fundamentally is more or less used for operational level reporting, wherein we need to slice and dice data to get accurate information more at an operational level. Now, BEX, Business Explorer, is a baseline product which comes free of charge, is still shipped across with every single SAP NetWeaver component. Is still available and it's going strong. It is also providing interface very strongly to the BobJ integration right now. Now BobJ has the Voyager option, wherein they've also enhanced this particular tool with an ability to directly access BW queries. So what this means is you create certain queries in BW using BEX. Those will be exposed onto Voyager, and the Voyager will be able to consume them directly. Now, it has been BobJ's strategy to actually integrate with SAP even before they were bought over, to interface with BW more at a cube level and a multi-provider level apart from query level. Now that is actually being brought into the Voyager. Now it's a premium product, and an additional licensing fee obviously applies. Now what is interestingly awaited is a third option which is there, Advanced Analysis Office. Now what this has to offer is they want to perfectly marry the Business Explorer with the Voyager. Now apart from that, they also want to involve all of this with a perfect integration with Microsoft Office components of Word and PowerPoint. Now this is a very futuristic product, obviously much awaited from SAP. Now they've also promised to open up integration to a lot of this third-party data available. Now since this product is under construction, we want to wait for some time to see how it matures over a period of time. For now, Accenture wants to just suggest continuation of usage of Business Explorer BEX for all query purposes.
Since we started to talk about reporting, and I'm sure reporting is one big topic of its own when we start talking reporting and the various tools out there. But we do have a question from Manish I would like for us to take now. How do we create the report, and what are the standards followed to do the same?
Well, just to answer that question, it's a very generic question, but just to give you certain insights, any Excel data is reports really. From a BW perspective, what we're looking at is certain tools usage in order to come up with a report being generated. Now for that, I think our suggestion is there is a tool called Query Designer within Business Explorer. Once you have access to that particular tool, what it will do is it will open up all the data targets in the data warehousing, and then you can manipulate among all available features of the data, and then you can create your own reports from there. I hope that answers the question with respect to the report creation.
I hope so too.